morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. How's everyone doing? Oh my goodness, y'all. Yesterday was freaking hell. I had 5 freaking teeth pulled. Let me say hello to everyone. I'm going to tell y'all a story. Anyone watching the replay will have to skip through this if they don't want to hear about my life. Melanie, Christina, good morning, sweetheart. Cement Shoes, beautiful Misty, beautiful Lori, Mike, good morning. How's everyone doing? Happy spring. A couple days ago was the first day of spring. I forgot about it. Happy spring. I hope y'all been enjoying the beautiful weather. Anyway, so yesterday I went to my dentist appointment. I think my dentist has the hots for me. For real. I really think she does. She's always complimenting my eyes and lips and stuff. Anyways, I had 5 teeth pulled. I got a bunch of stitches in my freaking mouth on the bottom. I look like a freaking chipmunk. Okay, let me tell y'all what happened yesterday while I was gone. So everybody knows I keep my chickens on my neighbor's land. Leased land, that is. And my goat over there. Mark told them yesterday, hey, keep eye on Annabelle. She's hormonal and stuff. And anyways, I had a bunch of eggs in my coop. When I got home yesterday, I was going to take them out of the coop this morning and do a TikTok video. When it's colder weather, I will let them lay a nestful, and then I love doing egg hauls. That's why I do it. But when it's warm weather, I got to get them out about as soon as they lay them. But anyways, I get home, I lay down because I'm feeling so bad. I'm freaking hurting. My teeth wouldn't hardly numb yesterday and stuff. Anyways, they call last night and asked Mark if I want some of my own freaking eggs. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Do I want some of my own freaking eggs? I spend a fortune on these chickens. Mealworms are expensive. Anyone that owns chickens will know. Most people don't buy them. They're expensive. I buy them for my girls because they can't free range, and my boy, Sanity. We spent $90 at the feed store. Those are my birds. I have raised those birds. They are fed scratch. They are fed pellets. I track over there in the snow, sleet, rain. I limp over there sometimes. I take care of those birds. I carry water, and for her to get in my chicken coop and take out my eggs after I gave her 24 eggs Friday pisses me off. Can you believe that? The nerve of them, yes, Melanie, the nerve of her to call and ask me if I want any of my eggs. So after Mark was really pissed off because I spend all my YouTube money on my chickens plus what Mark buys them. My YouTube money don't even cover it, you know. Um, he was pissed after he calmed down last night. He messaged them and told them, like, Celeste don't care if, y'all can keep the eggs. Y'all did mess her up from doing a video. And also, she puts a lot of hard work into that, to the funny farm. And she gets enjoyment out of gathering the eggs, reaping the reward. I'm not going to do all the work and just let her help herself to my chicken coop, her land or not. Oh gosh, I am livid. I was livid last night. I am still freaking livid. The nerve of them to ask me if I want some of my own eggs. No, I didn't want them. I wanted them to wash up and do a video, and then I was going to give them to them because I got 2 dozen in the fridge. It's not the eggs, it's the disrespectfulness. But what can I expect? I mean, she's shacked up with her dead niece's boyfriend. What can I expect? Them to respect me? I know the hard work it takes, CC. I also own many chickens, and I break my back taking care of them. Exactly, Melanie. I carry fresh water to those birds every morning because it's very important to have fresh water for your chickens. And let me tell you what I do for my chickens in the winter. Of course, I dump their water out at night, but I take them warm water every morning. They love it when it's cold out. No respect. That pissed me off. If you want to piss me off, disrespect me. But anyways, you know, like Mark said, it's just eggs, but it's the principle. We was over there shoveling snow, guys, off the top of the chicken lot because Mark's got tarps, so he can keep them good and dry in the winter and rainy season. We was over there shoveling snow. You know, when it snowed, you never saw no footprints down there. This is what I told Mark. When anybody that starts going and unlocking those chickens and carrying water and making sure they're up at night, then you can gather the freaking eggs. Until then, stay the freak out of my chicken lot, or I'm gonna whoop her ass all over that property over for I swear. But they're alcoholics, guys. I got to try to overlook them. See, I remember. Yes, this is not the first time she's done it. Exactly, Lori. This is not the first time they have raided my coop. Now, here's the thing. They were supposed to have bought some of those birds. And we went and paid for them, and they never paid us back. They never took care of them, so they're my chickens. They were supposed to have like 3 of them. We bought 6. You got to buy 6 chicks at a time. You can't just buy a couple. They won't make it if you just buy a couple. Yes, they have raided my coop before. Anyways, he texted Mark back last night. Mark was stern with them because he said, you know, I'm not going to keep letting them buy with this. Letting us do all the work and footing all the bill. Especially when I give them eggs all the time, guys. It's not, I mean, I hardly ever keep any. I did this last time. But anyways, we got to get to our true crime. I could talk about these weirdos all day. It's just eggs this time, but you can never trust them now. I'm sorry, sissy, it's rotten. I think it's rotten too. Right. Oh, I'm getting mad for you. Hey, and you know what, Melanie? This is what I told Mark last night. I said, who was over there shoveling out the chicken poop out of that chicken coop the other day? Oh, Celeste was. And Mark finished because I got tired. I like to keep my chicken coop clean. I got a black tray, like a dog tray you put in a crate, laying underneath their perch, and I got pine chips on it. So while they're sitting on their perch, all that mess will fall onto that tray, and my whole chicken coop won't be all nasty and stuff, I do a lot of hard work over there. My subscribers helped me build that coop, and then Mark paid for the rest of it. That's my crap. Assholes. Let somebody work their ass off and reap the benefits. Go take the only joy, I get joy out of gathering eggs, especially when I get a big bucket full. And I can only do that during cool weather. I can't let the eggs, I can't talk, let the eggs lay there during hot weather. I gotta grab them when they lay them, after they lay them. But anyhow, there went my Easter egg haul of all my beautiful blue. They'll lay more though. It's just eggs. It's just the principle. Okay. So we're going to talk about James Hutchinson's case this morning. And also there was a shooting in Boulder, Colorado. 10 people were dead, including an officer. They took out a naked man. Well, he was in his boxers, had blood draining down his leg. Also, we got an update about the 14-year-old Indiana boy accused of killing the 6-year-old girl. He is now facing child molestation charges. They still not released his name. And then also I saw a story of an alleged raper lived underneath the little girl's bed for 3 weeks. She knew he was underneath there. They had met online. But first, let's talk about the Hutchinson case. So, and shout out to Serendipity. She sent me an article about this, or a video. Brittany Gosney appeared briefly in Butler County Common Pleas Court on Monday, where a judge agreed she should have her competency and sanity evaluated. Bullcrap. She's going to try to pull like she don't know what's going on. She knew what was going on when she tried to abandon her kids. Little James tried to hold on to the door, and she drug him, possibly ran him over, took his body home, hid it up in an upstairs bedroom, waited till the other kids went to sleep, then drove his body over to the Indiana side of the Ohio River and dumped it off. She knew what she was doing then, though, didn't she? Oh, God, it makes me so mad. Okay, so Gosney is accused of killing her 6-year-old son, James Hutchinson, last month during an attempt to abandon all 3 of her children at, I think it was called Rush Run Park. Police said Gosney and her boyfriend, James Hamilton, admitted they dumped James's body into the Ohio River more than a day after he was killed. Brittany Gosney's lawyer, David Washington, told Judge Noah Powers on Monday that he intends to file a not guilty by reason of insanity plea for Brittany. Prosecutors did not object. Power said Gosney's sanity at the time of the offense, as well as her competency, would be evaluated. The judge scheduled a competency hearing for 9 a.m. April 26th to examine the result of psychiatric evaluations. I need to write that down. Make a note. April 26th. I can put it in my calendar. This bitch ain't insane. She's fucking evil. Excuse my language. The defendant struggles to assist in her defense, and counsels have serious concerns regarding defendant's mental health. Washington wrote in court documents. Oh, kill your kids, and they always got mental health problems. Jesus. Middleton Police Chief David Burke has previously said Gosney knows right from wrong and understands her rights. I have mental health problems too, y'all. I have manic depression, PTSD, ADHD. I never have thoughts of harming anyone, especially my child. It's bullshit. During her first court appearance look at her. Let's look at this ugly thing. She's ugly as a mug. Fell off the ugly tree and hit every branch coming down, uglier than sin. During her first court appearance in Middleton, she told the judge she had a learning disability and didn't understand what was happening. Oh, bullcrap. She didn't have no learning disability when she was trying to abandon her kids. Did she? And ran one over. Then took his body and dumped it into the river. Didn't get him help or anything. Just let him die. Hamilton also appeared in court Monday. His next hearing was scheduled for 8:30 a.m. April 12th. James's body has still not been recovered from the Ohio River. Teams have been searching the river and surrounding riverbanks whenever the weather has permitted. Investigators said Brittany intended to abandon her 3 children, James and his 2 older siblings, at Rush Run Park on February 26 due to pressure from her boyfriend. James grabbed the handle of her minivan as she was speeding away and was dragged, police said. Officers said Brittany confessed she then left the park with her 2 other children for 30 to 40 minutes before coming back for James, who had already died. Now, I have read that police don't actually think that she left for 30 to 40 minutes. So I don't really know if this is accurate because I've read something else, something conflicting. Okay, so the following night, Brittany and her boyfriend drove James's body to the river near Lawrenceburg, Indiana, and threw him in. Brittany initially reported her son missing, but police said she confessed to the killing after she was questioned. Brittany is charged with murder, abusing a corpse, and tampering with evidence. Her boyfriend, James Hamilton, is charged with abusing a corpse and tampering with evidence. Now, his ex has spoken out. What is her name? His ex is Brittany Gosney's sister-in-law, Priscilla Farley. Now, Priscilla Farley has spoken out. She was married to James Hamilton for some time, and Brittany Gosney was married to Priscilla's brother, Lewis Hutchinson. Okay, but she has spoken out, and she said the minivan is registered to James Hamilton, and she highly doubts Brittany Gosney was driving that van without him being in it. He's a control freak. She thinks he was in the van when this happened. Now, I do know police did question the siblings, the 2 older siblings, so they may have been able to verify whether he was or not. Maybe that's why he's not been charged. Maybe the kids was like, no, it was just mom in the vehicle and James and us. I don't know. But I do think Brittany Gosney should be charged with first-degree murder. This was definitely premeditated. She planned out to abandon her children. That's just my opinion. Should be first-degree premeditated. Look, she looks like she's been crying. They all cry when they've been cuffed and stuffed and getting ready to be booked and cooked. Okay, let me look at my chat, see what's going on. I have an awful suspicion they did something worse to him, and their versions of events is hiding something worse. You know what? Just because police separated them, they said the only thing consistent in both their stories is that they put the body into the Ohio River. But that don't mean anything. They could have just stuck to their lie that they had, come up with to tell police. Maybe. I don't know. Um, Now, Priscilla Farley, the aunt, says that she doesn't think that he's in the Ohio River. He may not be in the Ohio River at all. And then again, he could be and hung up on some debris underneath the water. Booked, cooked, cuffed, and stuffed. That's exactly right. How are you doing, Morgan? I don't know if I said hi to you in Sapphire. Devastating. I'm just hoping her other babies are in a better home now and doing better. They are in foster care now. Now, she had another child that she gave up for adoption a long time ago. Priscilla Farley said Brittany got pregnant when she was a teenager, and she gave that baby up. Thank goodness. I hope that child went to a good home. She can cry for 50 more years to come in prison. I'm hoping for the death penalty. Hey, I got no remorse for it. I don't want to hear this mental illness stuff and this learning disability crap. There's a lot of people that's got that. There's a lot of people I know on YouTube that's got that. I have a little bit of a learning disability. I'm not going to lie. I'm like a hands-on person. I can't have somebody read something to me. I have to do it myself or I can't comprehend it. But I just don't want to hear this crap. I've got manic depression, PTSD. I witnessed my boyfriend's suicide. I mean, that about made me half crazy. I've got ADHD. I do not think of harming anyone else. I know everybody's mental illness is different. I get that. But I just don't want to hear these excuses. I really don't. Because there's a lot of people that's got, things wrong with them. And they don't murder their children. Do they have the death penalty in Ohio? I can't remember. I know I've looked this up before. I think so. Let me look. I should look this up before I started, but I wasn't feeling too good. I started not to do a stream this morning. I was like, the show must go on. Capital punishment is a legal penalty in the U.S. state of Ohio. All executions, however, have been suspended indefinitely by Governor Mike DeWine, and lethal injection will no longer be used as a method of capital punishment. DeWine has suspended all executions until a method of execution is chosen. When the hell was this? Oh, that's 2014. Okay, let me read something else. It is legal in the state of Ohio. But it must, in 2004, the governor there must have suspended it. Yeah, it says that in Wikipedia, too. Okay. Lethal injection will no longer be used as a method of capital punishment. DeWine has suspended all executions until a new method of execution is chosen. That however, does not seem to be a legislative priority, and as a result, there are likely to be no more executions in the state of Ohio for a long time. The last execution in the state was in July 2018 when Robert J. Van Hook was executed by lethal injection for murder. So they have lethal injection, but it's been suspended until they choose like a new method. Like, what the crap? Did I say hi to Short Nice this morning? I don't know if I did or not. I'm sorry, girl, if I didn't say hi. Anybody I didn't say hi to, when I experience mania, my memory's like, I don't know what I do. I don't know what who I say hi to is what I mean. Okay, oh yeah, by the way, it's a crying shame. I posted a picture of a sundress I got at Walmart yesterday. I bought it for a bathing suit cover-up. I actually think that's what it is. But it's knee length, and I knew you were looking for some, so that's why I posted it. It was only like 15 bucks. Oh yeah, Short Nice, I love you. If I miss saying hi to you, just always think to Oh my gosh, guys. I exited myself out. I closed my StreamYards when I was closing tabs. I'm sorry. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the Colorado shooting. Ladybug, stop the growling with Smokey. Now that's enough. It's a bullshit. Quit. Stop being a bully. Mind me some of these people on YouTube. I closed my damn StreamYards out. I swear I'm crazy as a freaking loon. I hope that expression don't bother nobody. It's just something we say around here. Okay, so 10 people's dead. And I was looking for the shooter's mugshot, and I could not find it anywhere. So I see some articles. Okay. Update. 10 dead in Colorado grocery store shooting. First police officer on the scene. One of the dead. Look at this. Windows shot out, everything. We're going to watch a video. It says, a gunman opened fired Monday afternoon at a Colorado supermarket, killing 10 people. One of them an officer, sending customers and employees fleeing the bullets that cut down friends and family members. Officer Eric Talley, 51, was one of the first officers to respond to reports of shots fired at a King Soopers in the Table Mesa area of Boulder. Police Chief Maris Harold said at a news conference his actions upon responding to the scene were heroic. He was the first on the scene and he was fatally shot, Harold said through tears, noting that he had been with the department since 2010. Obviously, this is a very complex investigation that will take no less than 5 days to complete, Harold said, promising we will be here working day and night. Harold said investigators were working to identify the victims of the horrific shooting and would provide that information once that work was completed and families had been notified. There is no ongoing public threat. We do have a person of interest in custody. That person was injured during the incident and is being treated for the injuries. Oh gosh, I can't say the name of this officer. Yamaguchi would not confirm if the suspect was the bearded man seen in the video from local television stations being escorted from the Boulder King Soopers in handcuffs, wearing nothing but boxers. The man appeared to have blood running down one leg, and he was loaded into an ambulance and driven to a hospital. The commander said the suspect was the only significant injury police were aware of. I don't know how many people are at the hospital, he said. I know for sure there is one. The incident began shortly before 3 p.m. when witnesses reported a gunman began firing in the parking lot. Although Yamaguchi said he could not confirm the timeline of events, officers arrived on the scene within minutes. ABC 7 reports that the first officers to arrive were fired on, apparently by the shooter. A YouTube user live streamed the scene for a time, showing people down in the parking lot and just inside the store. Multiple law enforcement sources told ABC 7 before the early evening news conference that at least 6 people were killed. Boulder District Attorney said that the number of dead is unknown to police investigators, but victims' families are being notified. Even with the facts of which were certain, those conversations are going to be happening with the families first, he said. Multiple federal, state, and local agencies responded to the scene to assist. After the grocery store was cleared, law enforcement moved its focus to an apartment building about a mile from the store. But Yamaguchi said it turned out that was unrelated to the shooting. Witnesses told terrifying stories of their experience. James Graham told ABC 7 he was in the self-checkout line when he heard shots. We're going to listen to this video. I don't want to unplug my mic because it messes up my audio when I plug it back in now, ever since my computer updated. So let's just pray that this plays correctly. Let me go back and re-screen share so I'm sharing the audio. Make sure I am. This man was shook up. I watched this morning. It's only like 5 minutes long.
Okay, Addie Guajardo has spoken with several people this afternoon and evening who were inside the building as the terror was unfolding. And
Got the
Addie joins
lather.
us one more time with, I believe, someone else who was a witness to this. Addie?
Well, Shannon, and you know we've covered these mass shootings in the past, and every single story counts. Right now we have James Graham. And James, I mean, from where we're standing, we could see a couple of the windows completely gone at the King Soopers. Can you tell us where you were at when this all unfolded?
So I was just checking out at the self-checkout on I think the south side of the store, and all of a sudden I started hearing shots, and glass broke above my head. So I turned to run, and there was a lady laying down next to me. I ran the back side of the store, the south side of the store, and a guy called me out back to go out the north dock, or the alley dock out there. And so I went out there and I just ran. I came across a bush and hid behind the bush. I was just like, and I could still hear the shots being fired.
How many times do you come to this King Soopers? Is this your home King Soopers?
Well, I work over here at NOAA. So I came here because I couldn't take a left off of Broadway. We're having construction done in the front of our building. So I decided to just come over here. But I've been here a few times to get lunch at the King Soopers. So yeah, I've been here.
How many shots did you hear ring out inside?
I probably heard 30 shots. It was just pop, 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 pop.
Right now, we're still waiting to hear from police how many suspects were in there, whether it's one individual or more than one. What was your
I heard two different types of fire. I heard a deeper muzzle fire, and then I heard like a handgun fire. So there was more than one shooter there, because it was rapidly firing.
Did you have a sense of what direction the shooter was coming in through?
No. Like I said, I mean, that glass broke right above my head. So my instinct was to run behind the produce and everything, any kind of stand that was up that I could get behind. That was my only instinct. But it was coming from the front of the store.
Can you take us to that moment? What was it like? Were people screaming? Were they hiding? What was running through your mind?
Panic. I was scared. I mean, it was the most terrifying event I've ever been through. I mean, I've been through an active shooter drill, but you know, you prepare yourself for that. I mean, this is real life, and this is something you never think you'd be involved with. But I mean, it was just too real and too scary.
You know, time and time again, we've seen these shootings unfold, these mass shootings throughout the U.S., and we have had active shooter training. Did that feel like it prepared you for what you encountered today?
No. I mean, this happened so fast, and it was so loud that no. I mean, the noise alone prepared me for it, because it was like, okay, those are gunshots fired, you know. Yeah, I mean, I'm still in shock over it. It's just so surreal.
When you were running, what was running in your head? I mean, did you have a sense of direction where to go?
At first I thought I got shot because I might have pulled a muscle running. I'm not that great of shape, but going around the produce. But yeah, I was like, you know, I got out to the clear. I'm fine. But yeah, I mean, it felt like I was being shot at.
How close do you think those gunshots were to where you were?
Well, I could smell the gunpowder, so they were pretty close. They were pretty close to me.
You know, our sources have confirmed at least 6 people dead inside this King Soopers. Standing out here, what does that make you feel?
Angry, sad. Why somebody would do this, I don't know. It's just, you know, I don't know. Especially in this kind of neighborhood. I mean, this is kind of a nice neighborhood where this happens. It's unbelievable.
I'm looking at your eyes right now. You're tearing up. What are you feeling? I feel like you're feeling more than just that trauma after I told you what our sources have confirmed.
I saw a lady laying down when I was running. I was not sure if she was shot, if she was laying down, or what. After I left the store, maybe I thought maybe I should have grabbed her. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
For whoever did this, whoever's responsible for these 6 deaths that we know at this point, this could be more. What words do you have for those individuals or that individual?
I hope they get what's coming to them. I hope they get what's coming to them.
Well, thank you so much for your time, and catch your breath, and we're here for you. Thank you so much. And we'll continue to gather details and talk to everyone because every story matters.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, Addie Guajardo has spoken with several people this afternoon and evening who were inside the building as the terror was unfolding. And Addie joins us one more time with, I believe, someone else who was a witness to this. Addie?
Well, Shannon, and you know we've covered these mass shootings in the past, and
Okay, it
every
started
single
over. Sorry. It started over. I thought it was finishing up. Man, he was scared. Let me make sure I'm not muted. Okay. Prayers for everybody's family. Yes. Let me tell you something. I hope he don't beat himself up about not grabbing that woman that was laying on the floor. I can't tell you if I would have done it because I would have been scared. When I get scared, I panic. I mean, that would have been so scary. That would have been terrifying. You're in there at the self-checkout. I just self-checked myself out at Walmart yesterday. Can you imagine? Just standing there checking yourself out, and all of a sudden, gunshots ring out through the store. Oh, my goodness. I could feel that man, how scared and upset he was. I could feel it. Did they release the name of the shooter yet? No. Let's take a look at another article that shows them leading him out. Let's see if this is, I think this has got a video with it. Yes. Let's watch the video of them leading the shooter out. Let me get it pulled up, guys. I hope I don't get in trouble. I got in trouble by Fox News for playing a little freaking clip. I had to trim it out of my video. I noticed it this morning. I had a notification. YouTube, I swear, they're ridiculous. The people they should be monitoring like that, they don't. Okay, see it. Bloodied, handcuffed, half-naked man led away from Colorado shooting scene. Let me know if y'all can hear this. I don't think we need any audio. It's not saying nothing. Look at him. Where's his freaking clothes at? You know what? They shouldn't shoot. They shouldn't treat that son of a bitch for nothing. They should just let him lay there and freaking bleed. That's the way I feel about it. Now he'll go get his ass pampered at the hospital. He's done been there. I know they have to do that. They want to save the suspect so they can go to court and get justice. All that. But still, I mean, in my mind, I'm like, hey, don't take him to the hospital. Let him sit there and bleed. Look, he's killed 10 freaking people. He killed an officer with little kids. The officer has a family. Friends. He killed all kinds of people. He's got family and friends. I hope and pray there was no kids killed. Let's go back and look at him. There is a lot of blood on that leg. He's walking with the limp. He must have got shot in the leg. Up there on the thigh or something. I'd say he's probably in his 50s, wouldn't y'all? He looks it. I wonder what his motive was. You just don't never know. I am always so paranoid. Going to Walmart and going to the movies. When Timothy, my son, and I go to the movies, I always make sure that we can exit real quick. I sit up front. I sit up front, near where the exit doors are that lead outside. I know, it's a shame you got to think about things like that when you're going out to have a good time, but you have to. I'm always so paranoid going in Walmart, too. You're not supposed to carry guns in Walmart no more. Okay, let me get back to my live chat here. Oh, there's a stinking ad. Okay. Social media is very censored. Hey, you know what? They'll let Whitney, Wisconsin have a YouTube channel and do all this and that. Can you guys still hear me? Okay, it's moving. But they censored the hell out of me. They run limited ads on videos of me walking my dogs. Of me decorating my Christmas tree. Nobody cussing in the chat. Me not cussing. They'll demonetize me and run limited ads. Can you believe that? Oh man, Cece, I'm kind of the same. I used to drive by those being in Michigan. I'm worried about being shot through the wild. Yeah. Think about how many little kids have been laying in bed at night and some random shooter come through their neighborhood, just shoot up their house out of the blue. You know, you think you're safe in your house and in the bed, you think your kids are safe. I swear, you just don't never know what will happen. Victims first, and if there's available ambulance, take him, but otherwise, a big F him. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way it should be. I'm very empathetic, sympathetic to people, but not to these weirdos. I'm not. Not to these monsters. I could care less about them because you know why? They don't care about nobody. I believe they got evil in them. I can feel the evil. Okay. Now we got an update about the kid from Indiana, the 14-year-old kid that is accused of killing a 6-year-old girl by the name of Grace Ross. Okay, so he appeared in court. Her family was there. They was tore up because it has come out that he molested her, allegedly molested her before he strangled her to death. 14-year-old killing a 6-year-old little girl. Can y'all believe it? There she is. Isn't she beautiful? I just love her little messy hair right there. Oh, bless her little sweetheart. A 14-year-old Indiana boy accused of asphyxiating 6-year-old Grace Ross earlier this month and dumping her body in the woods appeared in juvenile court Monday, where he was charged with murder and child molestation. The child molestation charge was new. Grace Ross's family was visibly upset as the judge read the charge. Few details of the case have been revealed, and the teen's attorney asked that the facts be withheld, at least for the time being, to avoid them from being prejudicial to her client. Probate magistrate Graham Polando has not yet ruled on that motion. The prosecutor did not release the petition for delinquency that contains details of the charges pending the ruling. The boy is to undergo a competency and psychological evaluation before a hearing on May 13th, which will help prosecutors determine if they'll ask the court to move the case to adult court. There is a case where it's not so much of a factually difficult case, Deputy Prosecutor Christopher Frank told ABC 57. It's more of a procedurally difficult case, I can't say that word, in order to make sure you're straddling the juvenile and the adult court and all straddling over all the issues that come to play. He needs to learn to talk better. It's really more of a difficult procedural case than anything else. Well, why didn't he just say that? As Crime Online previously reported, Grace Ross was reported missing at about 6:30 p.m. on March 12th from her home in New Carlisle, I think that's how you say that, about 15 miles west of South Bend. 2 hours later, police found her body in a wooded area near where she was reported missing. The teenager sat with his hands in his lap for most of the hearing and said very little, the Tribune said. When asked if he understood what he was accused of, however, he said, "I don't understand much of what's going on." Jesus Christ, my son is 14 years old, y'all. He just turned 14 December the 29th. And I know, I mean, he's like me. He's very loving. He's got a kind heart. I know he'd never do anything like this. I can't imagine a 14-year-old doing this to a 6-year-old girl. How did he lure her away? It seems like to me that he lured her away to molest her, and he killed her so she wouldn't tell on him. I want to know what led investigators to this teenager. How is this teenager connected to little Grace? I mean, was he just a neighbor? Did he know the family? It's a good thing this kid's got caught. If he'd gotten away with this, he would have killed more people. I believe he's going to be a serial killer. Oh my Jesus. We got to look at another case before I get off here. Well, I got 2 more to do. Anyways, prayers for little Grace's family. Ain't she adorable, guys? Look at that smile. Those eyes. You can see the happiness in her little eyes. Damn. Oh, I got a super chat. Lori, look so forward to your shows. Thanks, Cece. Aw, thank you, Lori, for the super chat. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. You've been a loyal subscriber of mine for a long, long time. I'm trying to find your name in my chat here. I was going to add a wrench, but I can't find your name. Maybe I can do it through the super chat. Okay. Anyways, we're going to keep following this case. There's been a lot of killer kids. There was a little red-headed boy. I believe it was back in the 70s. And he killed a little bitty blonde-headed boy that was a toddler, about 2 or 3 years old. Have you ever watched that show, Killer Kids? Let's see. I'm trying to find that kid's name. Right here he is. He's a red-headed boy. Eric Smith. He was 13 years old when he killed his victim. Let me look him up. See if I can find him. Something better. I'll show him to you guys. And then we'll move on to our other cases. There was a case over in the UK where a girl killed several little kids. She wasn't but about 10 or 11 years old. She killed several kids. I remember one of them was like 3 or 4 years old, a little blonde-headed boy. She'd strangle him or smash him in the head with a rock. Anyways, they caught her. She was convicted, and guess what? She's out of prison now and has her own family after she went and killed everybody else's kids. I hate to say it like that, but it's the damn truth. Let me see. So here's Eric Smith. Let's look at the pictures. There he was in court, you know. We're going to have to do a video on Eric. I can't remember the facts of the case, but he did kill a little boy. I know that. And then there was another case where these 2 boys, about 11 or 12 years old, killed a toddler, lured him off, and killed him. What's wrong with these kids? See, that's what I'm saying. I believe some people's born evil. I really, really do. Okay, so we're going to do this alleged rapist. We're going to talk about him that lived under the teen girl's bed. And then we're going to read a story I just saw. Mother injects ill son with feces to keep him in hospital. Munchausen by proxy. Looks like, what the F's wrong with people? I swear, these true crimes when I really start cussing. But I love it. I love getting on here and discussing true crime. And, you know, we advocate for the victims. We may have a small chat or channel, but, you know, we still advocate. Okay. Alleged rapist lives under teen girl's bed for 3 weeks before sexually assaulting her. This is not the first time I've heard a story like this. Last year, I believe it was last summer, there was another guy that was caught living under a little girl's bed. Or in her closet. Oh, he was living in her closet. My bad. Okay. So this man is from Ohio. An Ohio man is behind bars after police say he hid under a girl's bed for 3 weeks before sexually assaulting her. Fox 19 reports 20-year-old Jarrett Wright was arrested last week after allegedly raping a College Hills minor. According to the Hamilton County Prosecutor's Office, the victim is between the ages of 13 and 18. Investigators said that Wright met the victim on Instagram. Afterward, he began staying under the bed and taking nude photos of her. Around 3 weeks later, the victim's mother found out about Wright and called the police. I'd have killed that son of a bitch. The Akron Beacon Journal reports that prosecutors said the victim knew Wright was staying under her bed. The mother didn't know about the suspect until she discovered him herself. She should have picked up a frying pan and took to his head. Prosecutors said that Wright eventually pressured the teen to have sex with him. He then allegedly held her down and raped her. Authorities declined to release additional information at this time. Wright is facing 3 counts of rape, 1 count of illegal use of a minor in sexually oriented material. He remains behind bars at the Hamilton County Justice Center on a $50,000 bond. I'd have took my iron skillet to his ass. I swear I would have. Hey, the mother could have got by with, I know violence is not the answer, and she did the right thing by calling the police, blah, blah, blah. I know that. But, hey, I catch some man or woman under my kid's bed, they're getting an iron skillet took to them. That's just the way it is. You enter my house like that, you're probably going to go out on a stretcher. Okay, hon. Okay, hon. Shut up. He felt my lighter. Okay. Well, let me see if y'all can see what I'm screen sharing now. Because sometimes when I switch tabs, it won't screen share it. That's why I'm always checking. So an Australian. Oh, this is an Australian woman. Is Shine On still in here? An Australian woman accused of poisoning her son denied the allegations against her during a district court trial on Monday. 7 News reports that a 39-year-old unnamed mother of 4 is accused of injecting fecal matter into her young son while he stayed at the Westmead Children's Hospital in 2014. According to the prosecution, the child was under the age of 10 at the time of the incident. Court documents indicate the victim, who was in the hospital initially for asthma problems, became confused, delirious, and started running a fever. Physicians administered testing for the victim. The results determined that he had fecal matter in his system. Jesus mercy. During court on Monday, nurses testified that the suspect appeared appropriately concerned when told about the test results. The defense said the child's contaminated blood work was likely an accident and asked the court why additional experts' opinions weren't asked for. The prosecution said that the medical staff, including multiple nurses, heard the boy asking his mother why she made him sick. What did you do to my cannula this time? Uh-oh. Pauline David, Grace Wong, a specialist pediatrician in the hospital's child protection unit, testified for the defense and said that the prosecutor's claims were unsubstantiated. Wong said that the sample was not purposely contaminated in her opinion, adding that she didn't feel the boy got a blood infection through his IV. I did not feel it was clinically warranted at the time, and I remain of that opinion, Wong said. My opinion at the time, it was very unlikely to be contaminated. Wong agreed, however, that the boy's IV was not in good order and had blockages. During a 2014 interview with authorities, the young boy denied that his mother poisoned him and said his brain goes all weird at times, which causes him to say random stuff. The trial continues. Check back for updates. I don't believe that. I believe his mom told him. That's what his mom tells him. Your brain is weird. That's why you say random stuff. She told him that. I do not believe that test was contaminated. I don't know the rest of the facts, but I just feel from reading that, I don't believe those doctors and nurses were wrong. Not at all. Because if they hadn't found that fecal matter in him, he would have died. That's my opinion. I'm not a medical expert, though. Okay. Let me go back to the main page of Crime Online, see if there's any updates. I don't see any. Let me get back to my chat. Hey, little Kelly. Sorry if I missed you, hon. That should count as a murder attempt. Yes, he is abused. He's covering for. Hey, look, I used to cover up for my abuser all the time. Sick, just sick it is, Mike. How do you say that, Shine On? Can you law? What is that? What was he talking about? Can you law? Is that like something to do with his IV? That kid's not going to say that if it wasn't the truth. He saw his mom tampering with his IV, and he knew he got sick. He was smart enough to know he got sick after he saw her doing it. And he said something about it. Now she has brainwashed him into recanting that. These munchie moms make me sick. I know. The only one... Well, she didn't... Never mind. I sort of say I had compassion for one. But she didn't have Munchausen. Andrea Gates, she was very, very mentally ill, but I still can't excuse her drowning her 5 kids over it, but I blame her husband a lot for that because he knew she needed help. These Munchausen by proxy people, or you know what they do this for? They do it for attention. So people say, oh my gosh, you're such a great mom. You've got this really sick kid you've devoted your life to. That's why they say it. Is a tube. Okay. I'm not even going to try that word again because I'm getting tongue-tied because I got, well, I always get tongue-tied, but I got chipmunk cheeks from my dental crap yesterday. So that's a tube. See, he was smart enough to know that, guys. She did something. We'll have to keep following this. I wonder why they didn't release her name for her. What's up with that? That, speaking of Munchausen by proxy, that, what's her name? Gypsy Rose. Is that her name? Gypsy Rose Blanchard? That is a crazy case. She did torture that kid. Making her sit in a wheelchair, have all those medical procedures, making her pretend like she was younger than she really was, making her pretend she couldn't walk. This kid had feeding tubes and everything in her. But I'm really conflicted about that case. I can see why she planned to kill her mother. She thought she had no way out. But Gypsy is a very manipulative person. She talked that boy into killing her mother, and that's just the facts. My son knows a lot about this case because he watched the Dr. Phil episode on it, and me and him sometimes go back and forth. We disagree on this case. Timothy, where he's young, he feels a lot of sympathy, which I feel sympathy towards her. But she planned to kill her mother, and she used this boy to do it. Now, she's out of jail, and I know her mom tortured her. I know she did. But now she's out of jail, and this boy with a severe learning disability is going to spend the rest of his life in prison. What makes me not feel sorry for her is she had sex with this boy right after he stabbed her mother to death. She posted about the bitch being dead on Facebook. About her, that's what she said about her mother. The bitch is dead. But I still feel sorry for her. You know what I mean? I go back and forth with it. Rusty was an ass. I feel sorry for Andrea Yates making them live in that bus. I know. And they had the money for a nice home. And he knew every time that Andrea got pregnant, she had to stop taking that medicine, and it messed with her. It made her off her rockers. It's the part that connects needle and tubing to the IV bag. Oh, okay. They let her out. I haven't heard that. Andrea Yates? No, she's still in a mental institution. Yeah, I don't think she should have done any jail time. Just saying, a lot of mental health. But her mom was... Yes, her mom was killing her. See, that's what I struggle with. I go back and forth with it. But when you do look at what they did after killing her mom, it's disturbing. And that makes you think, oh my gosh, she knew exactly what she was doing. But then again, I think Gypsy did try to run away from home. her mom shows up with a fake birth certificate that shows she's underage when she really wasn't, and she's forced back home. So she did feel like she had no way out. But on the other hand, she's very manipulative, just like her mom, Dee Dee. He knew he gave zero shits about her. Rusty, yeah. Is he remarried, Melanie? Andrea Yates's mom? Look up Australia floods. It's massive. Is it? I will look that up. Have y'all been watching the live stream of the volcano that erupted in Iceland? It is so cool. Let me show you guys. I'm a nerd, guys. I watch educational things, different things. Let's see. I was watching it when it was really flowing last night. Let me get past the ad. I need YouTube Premium, but crap. I can't afford all that crap. My freaking cable bill's $150, $170 a month. Is y'all's cable bill like that? Okay, look at this. The volcano erupted. Volcanic eruption in Iceland happening now. Let's see if we can go back and watch the night feed of it. Yeah, look at this. This is what I was watching when all the lava was flowing last night. Isn't that so cool? I could sit there and watch this all day. I hope no one was hurt. I've not heard of anyone hurt. This volcano needs a cigarette. Someone said in the chat. It's pretty cool. Let's see. There, it's really going there. I like to go see the volcanoes in Hawaii. I don't know what channel this is. Icelandic National Broadcaster. They own all rights to the video feed. Oops, well, I better get off here. They better not make me trim that out of my video. They do. I'm going to be pissed. Okay. It looks cool. Well, guys, I'm going to get off here in a minute. Hey, it's a pretty day. I need to remind myself to charge my phone. That way we might have some coffee on the porch this evening if y'all want to. Some night this week, I'm going to play some 90s trivia with my channel members. And then all of us will play on another stream. We'll have a coffee family game night. But I promised my channel members a stream and to have fun. We was going to do true crime and diamond painting. I can't do two things at once like that. It won't turn out good. So I figured we would just do some totally 90s trivia, pop culture questions. And I have went through some of them. So we get the good ones and I get ones I can pronounce the words on. Oh crap, this ain't even my channel. I'm still on the volcano. Okay. So I did cover all of our topics, right? I don't want to get off here and then remember later I forgot something, which usually happens. I'm multitasking. Did you say when trivia would be? Well, okay, I've thought Saturday night, but I may be spending time with my son. So let's try for tomorrow night. Around 7:30, around 8. Give people time to get dinner and all that. Let's do tomorrow night, channel members, are around 7:30, well, 8, I say. 8, yeah. 90s trivia. And I'm going to tell y'all, we got some friends questions in there. There's some music questions, but it's multiple choice. It's multiple choice. Oh, thank you, Melanie. I love spending time with you. I thank you, Cece. Hope your dental procedure heals fast. Toodles. Toodles. Later, alligator. Have a good day. Thanks for chatting. Oh, they flew drones over the volcano. It's cold. Oh, I'd love to do that. Mike says, have a good one. I'll enjoy the warm weather. Yes, enjoy the warm weather and be safe. And I will probably see y'all a little later for some coffee on the porch if nothing comes up. I'm not hurting or something, but I plan on doing it. Anyways, have a great day. Thank you for your support. Be safe, be kind, and peace. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, same time, same place, for our coffee and crime time, that is.